9 players, and the batting team, the moment 3 player gets out, right, the inning gets over. So in this game, if a team wins a toss, they want to field first. So all the Western American games, right, they are all defensive games. So in this game, if you're fielding, that means you are one of the best players who's in the field. It's not the batter. So everyone gets to know by the fielding positions. For example, if I am playing this game, I would say, I play in shortstop. If another guy, if you ask him where you exactly play, he would say his fielding position, first base. I'm a catcher, I'm a pitcher. He won't say his batting position or batting number. Being it's a defensive, they call out their defensive positions as a game. And as I said earlier, this is one of the beautiful game, but it needs a certain kind of infrastructure and equipment to support it. And as compared to cricket, it's one of the equipment is pretty expensive. So that comes as a hindrance part, because each bat, if I go on a mature level kind of a bat, a professional level bat, it goes to 30,000, 40,000. Even if I buy a normal bat, it'll cost me 5,000 rupees. As we said earlier, a piece of stick will be used as a bat. But in this game, you can't. You need to have a proper baseball bat. Even a ball, it has to be a proper baseball ball. You can't play with tennis or any ball, because the hop, a tennis ball will give you more hop, more bounce. This ball, it doesn't have that kind of bounce. So you can't play with a tennis ball. A glove is required, which is again an expensive stuff. Without a glove, you're not a fielder. As I said, it's a defensive game. It's one of the most important part of equipment that you need. And again, the infrastructure. So these are few elements which takes away from the Indian market, because India is still maturing in sports, and game like cricket, right? You need a bat and that's it. In India, right, it's more of a batsman, right? You're known with your batting skills, not with your defensive skills. So with this game it's a defensive game, you need equipment, you need a glove. We get separated there because we are economically weaker section. So what we are doing for our kids, our students, is whenever we go and play international, we actually ask all the professional players, we need these kind of stuff. Any used equipment that you have, please give it to us. No matter it's a glove, bat, it's a sliding mat, or a base, or a helmet, anything. So whenever we go out, these guys support us with those used stuff. It's not that we don't buy new stuff. India has started growing gloves and all that. It is just that it's not so professional yet. The equipments are not so fit to play, I would say. So that's why I beg would be a wrong word. We ask. We say, we need this equipment. And being these guys, these Americans have seen the love of ours towards the game. Every time we go, we get stuff. So we use that stuff for these kids. We give it to them, let them play. We buy them shoes. We pay out of our pocket. The moment we say, there is a kid who's doing really well and he can't afford certain things, we buy it for them. Because we guys are earning it, so we buy it for them. And that's how we're taking this game and filling that gap of money, the finance part, by doing this. So the Shivnadar guys, they're bringing up a huge ground, and probably in next session, that's what the discussion that we had, probably we'll end up having our own academy there too. So sounds more infrastructure, right? The amount of time these kids will play will improve the skill set, the exposure, the talent and everything. These days what happens, this is the only game which you actually can't play in a gully, right? For example, cricket, you can take your bat up, ball, that's it, 2 guys can play.
Obviously.
This is one game you actually can't play in a small field. You can just throw, warm up. That's the only aspect which differentiate this game and cricket.
Yes.
Otherwise, a good cricketer, if he plays this game for 3 months, trust me, he'll leave cricket and play this game. It's so interesting because it's like chess. So all the 9 players who are playing this game, right, they should know what's happening in the field.
They have their own rules.
They have their own role in that one particular hit. The moment the ball is hit, everyone has their own role for just that one hit. For example, in cricket, right, if it's a flick, the guy on the leg side, he's got a field, then he's going to throw to the wicketkeeper or to the bowler. But here, it's a different aspect. One hit, the entire 9 has a skill set to play for that one ball. So it's like a chess.
To score that
one run,
the entire team has to be into it.
I will just walk down, I'll just show you something. So there are 4 main bases. So this is first base. So in baseball, this is to reach this first base is the most difficult part. So it's like scoring a 25 run, I would say. Out of 9 players, even one, if he gets to reach here, it's like an achievement for him. This is one of the most difficult part to reach here. Once the batter reaches here, that's when the game starts. The batting side, as I said, it's a game of a chess. They'll bring up their own conception of how to make that guy come to home plate where he scores a run. So the defense will start with their chess and offense will start with their chess game. So it's, as I said, it's an intellectual game, the most technical game that you have with respect to, you compare it with any other team sport. This is the most technical game that is played as of today. 7-9.